Hollywood and the mainstream media are determined to crush any form of dissent against the globalist elite, and that includes their dirty secret of child sex trafficking. Jim Caviezel explained why the mainstream media is complicit in covering up what he calls the adrenochrome empire, by convincing the gullible masses it's nothing more than a conspiracy theory.
What is driving the demand side of the equation? You talked about it's trafficking for sex and it's organ harvesting. Is there other elements? Is it also for labor, for slave labor, or is it
adrenochrome? The whole adrenochrome empire. This is a big deal. It is listed under the NIH. It is a chemical compound. It's a molecular structure. Is C9H9NO3. It is it's an elite drug that they've used for many years. It's 10 times more potent than heroin, and it has some mystical qualities as far as making you look younger. There's
that scene in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas that nobody could figure out.
No, I saw that, and I tell you, that had a big laugh. About 9% of the audience laughed, and I'll tell you,
knowing laugh.
Oh, absolutely, they knew what was going on.
An insider knowing
absolutely what it was, and so we returned that on Sound of Freedom.
According to Caviezel, the three-letter agencies have no interest in stopping the depraved trade in children because they are using it to control the world and reap enormous profits.
Do you believe that that's part of the senior government apparatus? Just does not want to touch this. They profit off it. They don't mind if it happens. I mean, why would DHS, when they're in charge? And like you said, there's 5 drug agents to every 1 human trafficking agent.
Yes.
This trafficking is a massive problem. Everybody, people know it's a problem.
That's my opinion.
Nobody wants to
it's my opinion. I don't know what Tim's opinion, but it's definitely my opinion that this is something they don't want to solve. And so it's going to take the public to put the light on it.
Do you think that's why they suppressed this film for 3 years after it was finished?
Absolutely. I believe that, look, we'll have people in there. And this is right after the Passion of the Christ. You might have 14 people in the room, and they all want you, but 2 have big enough voices where they can shut down those 12. And so, right now, I don't think it was smart for Bud Light to, somebody woke up in the morning and said, "Hey, let's put transgender on our beer can." Okay, and then Target's looking, going, "Wow, look at all the billions they're losing. We got to do this too."
What about
obviously something's going on, right?
Caviezel also sent a message to the mainstream media and the morally corrupt fact-checkers who have dedicated their lives to covering up the crimes of the globalist elite in return for a pay packet.
You want hearings, you want investigations, you want whistleblowers, you want everybody to start coming forward.
I want media to do what Lara Logan's doing. That woman is a hero. She puts herself right into hell, and she goes out and no, she doesn't just say, "Hey, oh, they told you just read these today." Okay, Mr. Caviezel, you've been fact-checked. Oh, really? Well, do your fact-checkers, well, let me ask you, since I can't act anymore in Hollywood, can I get a degree in fact-checking? Is that like at Stanford? Where do you like get a doctorate degree in that, master's? But seriously, they need to cross-examine because they were really quiet when Ms. Rodas gave her testimony, and then the fact-checkers went quiet. I thought that was unusual because the fact-checkers, we need to listen to them. But what's interesting is most of these people won't come down to the border. They won't go into those areas of hell, and they won't look at this stuff that's wicked.
Would you say now, if we could get all the media, and by the way, Lara Logan's going to be in the show later in the week, if we get all these, if we put an open...
I would love these guys to come.
And you would take them down, and you would show them...
Well, I would love them to meet a lot of these agents, and that can be provided for them, but they have to go into hell to see it. And then going into the dark web to get...
Can we help to arrange that?
I think that would be amazing.
Okay,
I think there's Jason Jones would be a great guy to go to.
Fabulous.
And then all the connect. Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it would be amazing because then you could actually film them, see it, and listen to this.
And if they go down,
show them the worst of the worst stuff, guys.
Say it's all phony, then they can sit there and go, "Hey, this is all."
Yeah, maybe it's green screened.
Jim,
maybe it's AI. Maybe it's artificial intelligence.
To help us get Jason Jones and team put it together.
I would love that.
I'll reach out to Lara Logan too.
That would be amazing.
You like that?
Lara, I love that. She was at a dinner one time with me, and she said a really nice thing to me. And then she said, "Well, here's what Jim's talking about." And she flipped it around, and everybody at the table started screaming. And I said, "Oh, that's rated G."
The mainstream media is the enemy of the people. Hollywood is the enemy of the people. They are all about control and psychological warfare, not news and entertainment. And studios like Disney have been rubbing our faces in it for decades.